Hey, Influence here. Today I want to talk about Robosen's Devastator, or supposed Devastator. I know most people have seen the pictures by now. If not, I will be showing the pictures, so stay tuned after the intro.
Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube.
You start these things off with, I'm gonna do these more. I'm not gonna say that today because I don't know if I'm gonna do them more. Let's just say I'm gonna do them more than I did in the past.
Subscribe.
Which I'm kind of fulfilling that. I have in the past. I didn't do hardly any type of talking videos, really, like not a lot anyway, but I'm trying to change that this year a little bit, but I can't promise. I've been promising and it just ain't working. So let's just get into these pictures. So the first picture I saw was the actual Devastator. It looks like the actual Devastator. To me, it looks like it could be where you pop the pieces off. I was thinking while I was looking at this Devastator, I was thinking pop the pieces off and maybe they move around themselves. I don't necessarily know if they would transform themselves. If they transform themselves, and well, I don't know. I don't know how they would get it to combine automatically. I don't think that's possible. I could be wrong. I don't know if the technology is out there, or it's probably out there, but I don't know if it's cumbersome or if it'll make it not look like the G1 like they're want it to look close to anyway. Another thing I had questions about was if this is it, how do you get Hook and Long Haul out? I guess you would pull them out the center or the back or whatever. I'm not sure. And maybe the whole thing moves, that skeleton. But then I saw the individual bots, which are billed as the individual bots. I don't know. This could be from any company, anything. And I say that because in one of these pictures, let me look so I can see. I'm trying to talk off memory, knowing what I'm going to show. But I just want to look at this one picture. I can't remember who that is. You know me. I'll be forgetting their names. Bone Crusher, maybe. Anyway, he has ball joints at the arms, or at least it looks like ball joints. Not saying that necessarily is a deal breaker, but I don't think any of Robosen's have ball joints. You know what I mean? And unless, like I said, maybe they're not going to transform by themselves. I'm not sure. That would be weird, I think, if it didn't. But you can see the rest of these designs. They look cool and they look simple enough to maybe transform automatically. Like the legs could come together, the arms would just bend in, like it would almost just be just a truck, just them lifting up on their legs and folding out the arms or whatever. So I don't necessarily see that an issue. The only issue I see is the issue with getting them combined. Now, I thought I also had a kind of revelation or just a thought maybe that I was saying maybe they could have something in there and maybe it lays down on his back and then it pops up like that, like it's some arms on the side and it's flat, like a flat panel that they clip in on. So maybe it can go like that and go on the ground, and then the trucks just roll out because they're already in vehicle mode, most of them, for the combined mode, in somewhat vehicle mode. So maybe the chest and maybe Hook is some other way where his wheels are backwards, but it kind of still looks like Hook, and you know, they would have to make some sacrifices. And Long Haul, maybe he's back, maybe the wheels, tires first. I don't know, and something goes over top of it, so then it'd just be like shroom, and the arms roll out, and then the legs roll out, and then maybe the middle sections come out, and then they all roll out. That would be great. But I can say I think this thing would be at least $2,000. If Grimlock is what he is, I can't remember what it is right now, if it's 1,600 or cheaper, 1,300. I'm not sure. I know there's a reason I didn't get Grimlock. I would get this Devastator. If it's under 3,000, I would probably get it. I ain't gonna even, I'm not even gonna front. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And I know it's a gimmicky thing, especially depending on how it looks. Because I see that Devastator statue. I know it probably won't be as big as that statue. But if it looks good, if it's like Megatron, if I'm impressed with it like Megatron, like I am with Megatron, I would buy it if it's under 3K. I don't think anymore I would, and I would definitely be making payments on that thing like it's a car. But I ain't gonna lie, I would get it. I would be in on it. Cause I see everybody throwing 3 and plus around. Some people said 5. I think it could quite be that much, because I think you would price a lot of people out if it's 5. You're getting into like I said, like the statue game, like the big statue game, the expensive giant statue game, where you gonna pay 5,000 for this just because of the gimmicks that you're probably not gonna use all the time. Why not just buy a big statue and put out the money for that, or something else like home improvements. like I don't know. So the last thing is this write-up that was accompanying these pictures. So this is the write-up. It has no type of information that I found. I don't know if you can find, but it has no type of information on it. It just says, it's just basically, I don't know if it's the patent or what, but it's basically telling, I mean, it says the abstract, so it's basically telling the story of the whole piece, like what it is. And you can see, I mean, it's Devastator. We just don't know what Devastator it is and who's making it for certain. The translation is you got the shoulders, chest, crotch, large on both sides of the chest, arms, forearms. It has the numbers corresponding with the pictures. Calves, wings, bulldozer, trailers, forklifts, mixing trucks on the calf, and crane. It's basically spelling out all of what it is, but it says human form, mount, state, and realize automatic under the interface of non-human factors. Motion greatly increases the playability and operability of the robot. So that I'm sure it's mistranslated somewhat, or maybe miswritten. I don't know, but it definitely seems to be something that moves by itself. So I can definitely see that they would think the only Transformers that transform and move by themselves at this moment is Robosen. Now the other thing is, could it be a new company trying their luck at robotics, or could it be a new company doing a Transformer figure, and then when it turns into Devastator, it moves? Who knows? We don't know. But again, I'm not gonna drag this out too long. Just let me know below what your thoughts are on this subject, and I will get up with y'all in another one. Appreciate the support. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Life ain't over. Life ain't over. Life ain't over. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want it.